following program is brought to you by Eric Early for Congress 2020. It's time, America, for the Eric Early Show.
I believe in American exceptionalism. I believe America is the shining city on a hill.
Eric Early is a successful businessman and attorney living in Los Angeles. Eric Early is now taking on the swamp in Washington, D.C. as a candidate for Congress against corrupt Congressman and career politician Adam Schiff.
Schiff walks around like he's this genius. He acts like this genius. He acts like he's smarter than all of us. And at the end of the day, he is a clown.
Eric Early is fearless, and his mission is to expose the underbelly of the beast.
Nancy Pelosi needs to be sent out into retirement also. She's probably about 20 years past her prime, quite frankly.
Get out of your comfort zone. You are about to be woke for the Eric Early Show, coast to coast and house to house. Now, here's your host, Eric Early.
How you doing, folks? Welcome to the Eric Early Show, reporting from the belly of the beast. And the belly of the beast is Los Angeles, California, the place where so much of the movement to turn us into a socialist country seems to emanate from. So glad to have you today. So much going on. Hope you're safe out there. Lot going on. As you know, I'm an attorney. I'm managing partner of a 30-lawyer national law firm. We practice in courts all around the country, business litigation. I'm also the Republican candidate against Adam Schiff for Congress, the worst congressman of our time. So let's talk about today's show for a bit. Part one of the show, I'm going to be talking about the demented Schiff. As many of you know, he's been in the news again lately for all the wrong reasons. He's a disaster, and I'm honored to have been voted by the voters of the district in the primary. There were 8 of us going against, or 7 of us going against Schiff in the primary, and I'm honored to have been voted as the one to take Schiff on one-on-one, head-to-head. So I'm going to be talking all about the demented Schiff today. There's several things I have to say about him. I'm also going to be talking about this ongoing lockup out here in California. If you see the picture behind me, there's the beaches in Los Angeles County. And guess what? If you want to go to the beach in Los Angeles County today, thanks to the king, the tyrant Newsom, and the baby tyrant Garcetti, we cannot go to that beach today. It's about 95 degrees out there as I speak. We've got a lot to say about that. Then if there's time, I want to talk about the communist Chinese government and what we need to do with them. But I don't know if we're going to have that time. But what I do is I start these shows with something that the great former President Ronald Reagan said in his 1987 State of the Union, which is so appropriate for what we're dealing with. Many countries have written into their constitution provisions for freedom of speech and freedom of assembly. Well, if this is true, why is the Constitution of the United States so exceptional? Well, the difference is so small that it almost escapes you, but it's so great it tells you the whole story in just 3 words. We the people. Those other constitutions, the government tells the people of those countries what they're allowed to do. In our Constitution, we tell the government what it's allowed to do. And I can't think of a more appropriate statement and more compelling 3 words than those 3 words, we the people. Because I know in California here, we've got this guy Newsom, who has thrown the Constitution right out the window. He's telling us what we can do, what we can't do, when we can do it, when we cannot do it. I understand the people in Huntington Beach are demonstrating for freedom right now. I support them. I support all those constitutional patriots throughout our country. We'll be back after this break. www.ericearly.com. Thank you.
Attention Italian food lovers. Angelo's and Vinci's Ristorante in Fullerton, California is open for takeout with wine. Can you believe it? Angelo's and Vinci's Takeout is now able to offer you a nice bottle of wine to enjoy with your meal. Order today and get 1/2 price on our special selection of Pinot Grigio, Chianti, Chardonnay, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Merlot. Mamma mia! Order today at Angelo's and Vinci's from our complete award-winning menu and get some great wine for one-half price. We hope you're healthy and safe. We want to keep you well-fed. Wapo's To-Go Kitchen is open from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. every day, or you can order through DoorDash. Pizza dough, bread, sauces still being made fresh every day. Angelo's and Vinci's named Best Italian Restaurant on the Orange County Hot List. Call 714-879-4022. Angelo's and Vinci's, 550 North Harbor in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022. That's 714-879-4022.
Hey folks, I'm back. Eric Early. And so glad to have you. We're not only going over CRN radio network's feed right now, which is the talk radio network. It's going out all around the country. Don't confuse that with CNN. It's cable, Ralph, Nancy. I would, CNN, I consider the enemy camp. And it's also going out over Facebook Live right now on my Facebook Live feed. So I'm looking forward to so many of you joining in. Here we are. Here we are in the belly of the beast. And let me start talking about my opponent, this guy, Adam Schiff, one of the worst that we've ever seen. The most recent episode with this fellow has been his effort for over a year now to prevent the truth from coming out, from seeing the light of day. And the truth is now starting to filter out. And I'll just go through the story. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing when Schiff can no longer try and prevent Americans from knowing what really happened. So let's go back a couple years. We had, of course, the Russia hoax led by Adam Schiff. You'll recall Schiff used to get on television. In fact, he supposedly got on television about 400 times during that period. And he always came on and he said, I've seen the evidence. I know the evidence. The president colluded with the Russians to get elected. Now, I know most, if not all of you, like me, knew that from the minute he got on, he was lying to us. And in fact, that's why I got in this race, because I like to watch these news shows. I would watch the Sunday shows. They would throw him softballs every Sunday. He'd come on and tell us he had evidence and had seen evidence that the President of the United States, Donald Trump, who I support, had colluded with Russians to get elected. I knew that was complete BS, and I took it personally, and I was getting angrier and angrier. And quite frankly, I didn't see anybody step up that I thought was worthy enough to go after Schiff, and so I got fed up. And so I stepped up. And that's what brought me in this race. And then, of course, after that was the whole impeachment thing. So before the hoax really started, or right as it was starting, Schiff took the depositions under oath of 53 different people, people in the Trump administration, people in the former Obama administration, all kinds of people. And about a year ago, when the House Intelligence Committee, that Schiff is now the chair of, voted nonpartisan vote across the board to release those 53 transcripts. Then Schiff, soon thereafter, because the Democrats took control of Congress, became the chairman of that committee. And Schiff refused to let those transcripts be released to the public. And mind you, for months now, 43 of those transcripts were declassified by the government. 43 of them could have been released immediately. The remaining 10 could have been sent off for declassification, but Schiff blocked those from being sent off for declassification. And so he stopped, he prevented it, he wouldn't allow these out, didn't want the Americans, us Americans to know what really went on, what Schiff knew before he commenced on that 2-year-long set of lies. Thankfully, President Trump appointed Acting Director of National Intelligence, Rick Grenell. And this guy, Rick Grenell, I have to hand it to him, because he's no nonsense. He takes it. He knows how to deal with complete reprobates like Adam Schiff. And Rick Grenell came out about a week ago. He said, "Listen, these have now been, the 43 of them have been declassified. they can be released right away. Then he said, and oh, by the way, even though Schiff blocked the other 10 from being declassified, I've gone through them. Those are now declassified. And he said, if Schiff doesn't release these transcripts to the American people, I'm going to do it. And it was so refreshing to see somebody call this guy out directly, this guy Schiff, because quite frankly, I believe the Republicans in the Senate in particular have been treating Schiff with kid gloves. As far as I'm concerned, they should start a commission investigating that whole basis of what was what has turned out to be and what we knew from the get-go was a Russia hoax. They should put Schiff on the witness stand, have him testify to the Senate under oath. And he will do one of two things. If he answers questions, he will perjure himself continuously because he has no ability to tell the truth. Or he will take the fifth. He will plead the fifth. None of them will be good for him. That's what needs to be done. So what happened? These transcripts were released. Thank you, Rick Grinnell. What happened was Grinnell said he called Schiff's bluff, and finally Schiff said, okay, I got no choice. I'm going to release him. He didn't say it like that. He just went off and released him this past Thursday. And people have been reading them. There's 6,000 pages of interviews. And what we've all learned is what you and I knew from the get-go. Before Schiff started all of his appearances on television, before Schiff and the mainstream media who aided and abetted him, and I'll get into that more in a bit, through the Russia hoax, Schiff knew there was not a shred of evidence, not a shred, showing that President Trump colluded with the Russians to get elected. I know to you and me, that's not a surprise. But we remember what we were all put through, the damage that was done to the nation by Schiff, damage that was done to the president by Schiff, the fact that Schiff turned us into a laughing stock in the world for this Russia hoax. These transcripts have now proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that Schiff knew from day one that there was nothing on which to base that Russia hoax investigation. And in fact, even Trump haters who were interviewed, former members of the Obama administration, they all came out and testified in those secret depositions. They had not seen any evidence whatsoever of Russia collusion. So, big props to Rick Grinnell. I have heard now, I read just this morning, that he might be releasing some more documents. I can't wait to see what they are, and hopefully they will further out this total miscreant, Adam Schiff. But Schiff is a liar. Schiff is a leaker. Schiff needs to be replaced. We need to get him out of Congress. This is why I'm running. I need your support totally. www.ericearly.com, ERICEARLY.com. I get small donations from great Americans from all around the country who cannot stand Adam Schiff. They make them to my campaign. They go on my website. They donate. The donations come through. So many great people, so many of you out here there who have supported me and who support me. I cannot thank you enough. And many people leave comments because there's a comment space, and I read all the comments that people say about this outrageous sociopath that I'm going against. And I need your support because Schiff is sitting on a boatload, a treasure trove of Hollywood cash. Hollywood loves him. Hollywood's in my district. We can beat him. If we can get the money to pay for the commercials and do everything else we need, we can beat him. I need your support, ericearly.com. But I'm not done with this guy, Schiff. I'm going to talk more after the break about him. But that clown, even after these things go out, he's still going on TV. He's saying, well, there's still evidence there was collusion because Don Jr. met with a Russian somebody in his office to get dirt on the president. Well, Mr. Schiff, what about your famous call to what turned out to be a Russian comedian who totally pranked you, where you were trying to get dirt from the Russians on Donald Trump? In fact, Schiff was trying to get naked pictures of Donald Trump from the Russians. Now, Schiff, I believe, is a total... He's, besides being demented, there's something totally perverted about the guy. He should be in a back room somewhere with 14 20-foot stacks of paper searching for one page. He should not be out in public. Anyhow, ericearly.com. I'll be back right after this break. Thanks for joining in.
experiencing pain? Back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain? Pain from a sports injury? If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
When you really want Italian food, you've got to get to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club. Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Be the little one's mother. Yes, these can be trying times, especially when your little precious says...
Mom, I'm denied.
Denied? Well, call 323-254-9138. Again, 323-254-9138. Then motor on over to Columbo's. Yes, the faithful, friendly, fabulous Columbo's folks. Fix some fixins that will thrill the family fabulously.
Yay!
Nothing better than a Columbo's pepperoni and sausage pizza, meatballs and spaghetti, scintillating steaks, flavorful fish specialties, Columbo's Italian family recipes, the world's greatest meatballs, and so much more, and all for takeout.
Wow!
323-254-9138. Columbo's.
Mangia bene!
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. They want your money, and guess what? They can legally take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you. So what do? Fight back by letting our team of experts at the tax helpline work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws and will fight to save your money. So if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket.
800-932-1597. 800-932-1597. 800-932-1597. That's 800-932-1597.
Thanks for having me back. Thanks for being with me. Eric Early here, Belly of the Beast. I'm the candidate, Republican candidate, running against Adam Schiff for Congress. www.ericearly.com. Great to be here on the CRN, not CNN, CRN Radio Network, and great to have my Facebook Live viewers on too. If you see that beautiful beach picture behind me, well, guess what? If you're in Los Angeles County today and you go to that beach, you'll be arrested, or you'll be, cited or something. By the way, if you go and steal a car today, and I'm not suggesting you do it, you'll be picked up, you'll get $0 bail, you'll be let out on the street. So really the question of the day here in Los Angeles County becomes, how will you suffer worse? By going to the beach with your family to sit on the beach? Or by going out and stealing somebody's car? Dare I say it? I think you will take a bigger hit if you go to the beach. Because before you're done, these morons like Gavin Newsom and Garcetti will come out and say that you're endangering the lives of everybody and you're killing everybody. You're contributing to everybody dying by COVID. It's an outrageous situation. So thanks to Newsom, Garcetti, the Politburo up in Sacramento. I call it a Politburo because it's wall-to-wall Democrats, supermajority, great Republicans up there. They can't get a bill passed. They can't stop these outrageous bills from getting passed. But thanks to them, we are living in a criminal's paradise here. And COVID has just further enhanced it. As I said, I hear they're demonstrating live right now in Huntington Beach, the patriots who want this lockup lifted. And I support you folks out there 100%, and I support whoever is demonstrating for our constitutional rights all over the state and all over the country. So let me get back to the demented clown. His name is Adam Schiff. He also, yet again, came out the other day after he was outed by all these documents that Rick Grinnell essentially forced him to produce after Schiff tried to deep six them for almost a year. He comes out, Schiff says, and I also have evidence that there's clear as day that Donald Trump colluded with the Russians, because at that rally when when Donald Trump was running for president, he shouted out to the Russians, find those 30,000 Hillary Clinton emails that are destroyed. To the Russian government, please produce them. Now, when the president did that, that's the president's sense of humor. In fact, I cracked up when I saw that. That's the way he is. I'm from that part of the world from where the president grew up. I get that kind of humor. This pathetic man, Adam Schiff, who's got the sense of humor of a piece of plywood, man's got no sense. Man's got no personality. He still can't believe that Donald Trump made that statement. And to Schiff, that is evidence as clear as day that the president colluded with the Russians to get elected. Forget the fact that Hillary Clinton destroyed 30,000 emails after she was subpoenaed by the U.S. government to produce it. I'm an attorney. I practiced as an attorney for 27 years. If you are in receipt of a subpoena to produce documents, with that subpoena in your hands, which is a court order to produce documents, and you go ahead and destroy those documents before they get produced, good luck avoiding losing your entire case, because you will likely lose the case for doing that. You will likely be sanctioned. If your attorney was involved in instructing you to do that, he or she will be sanctioned too. That's exactly what Hillary Clinton did. To this day, nobody's prosecuted her for that. So, this is the Schiff. The other thing the evidence has shown in the last 2 weeks is that the Steele dossier, that dossier that Hannity likes to say was bought and paid for by Hillary Clinton, which it was, that the dossier was filled with information. In fact, it was largely comprised of information provided by Russian intelligence. Adam Schiff, before he started the Russia hoax, this has now come out too, knew that the Steele dossier was a product of Russian intelligence. And Adam Schiff nevertheless went on and based his whole or so much of his campaign, his hoax against the president, on false Russian intelligence. This is what we have in Adam Schiff. Adam Schiff, I've been saying now for almost a year, is a Russian asset. Whether by accident or design, he not only pushed Russian misinformation on the country, but as you've all heard, the Russian way of trying to influence and undermine our country is to undermine our elections and our belief in our elections, and undermining our belief in our president, whoever the president is, whatever party the president's from. Nobody has done more to undermine a belief in our elections than to undermine the belief in our president than Adam Schiff. He's a Russian asset. Putin is probably dancing in the streets, sending him bottles of vodka. I'll be back right after this break. www.ericearly.com.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-445-3166. 800-445-3166. That's 800-445-3166. Call now. 800-445-3166.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Attention Italian food lovers. Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante in Fullerton, California is open for takeout with wine. Can you believe it? Angelo's and Vinci's Takeout is now able to offer you a nice bottle of wine to enjoy with your meal. Order today and get 1/2 price on our special selection of Pinot Grigio, Chianti, Chardonnay, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Merlot. Mamma mia! Order today at Angelo's and Vinci's from our complete award-winning menu and get some great wine for 1/2 price. We hope you're healthy and safe. We want to keep you well fed. Wapo's To Go Kitchen is open from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. every day, or you can order through DoorDash. Pizza dough, bread, sauces still being made fresh every day. Angelo's and Vinci's named Best Italian Restaurant on the Orange County Hot List. Call 714-879-4022. Angelo's and Vinci's, 550 North Harbor in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022. That's 714-879-4022.
As a business owner, when was the last time you asked yourself if you have the right commercial insurance coverage? You need business insurance to protect everything you're building. One disaster without the right insurance could hurt your business, and larger deals you're trying to close may require that you have it. We recommend CoverWallet for all your business insurance needs. In just 2 minutes with their award-winning technology, they can offer you free competitive quotes from top insurance carriers nationwide. CoverWallet has helped tens of thousands of businesses, startups, restaurants, truckers, construction companies, landscaping companies, beauty salons, consultants, and they can help you. No business is too big or too small, and it's a free call to find out. Protect your business. Get the right insurance for your business. Call CoverWallet right now.
800-220-7612. 800-220-7612. That's 800-220-7612.
Back, folks. Thank you so much for sticking around through the commercial break here on the CRN Radio Talk Network. That is not CNN. CNN is becoming a communist network. This is the great CRN Radio Network, and I'm so honored to have been able to have been given this show to reach so many of you around the country. I see Arlene, that is so great. You live in Idaho and you're donating. That means a tremendous amount to me. www.ericearly.com. There's a donation button on there. The donations go right through. Dan Kramer, thanks for watching. Mary Lou, thank you for watching. Fernando, buddy, it's always good to see you. Always good to see you on here. Lisa, thanks for sharing. Dana, my friend Dana, I won't say your last name. Dana, it's great to see you on here. I'm glad you're watching. Duncan, thank you so much for those great words. News, I think that's how I say it. I agree with the comment you had. Let's just say that. And we're going to be looking into that. Sandy, thank you so much for being on here. My friend Rachel, Force of Nature. Rachel, thanks for joining in. John, thank you. The election is on Election Day. I think it's November 3rd, 2020. That's the election. We got past the primary, which was March 3rd, and thank God, out of 8 people, it's me and Schiff. And Adam Schiff has never run into anything like me. He's been in office for the last 20 years. He had a tough race 20 years ago against a great guy, John Cox. He had Cox gave him a great fight. Schiff won. Since that time, Schiff has skated into office. He's not run into anything like me. It's not going to be easy for Schiff this time. Uphill battle, lots of Democrats in our district. But this race can be won because Schiff keeps stepping in it. I keep demanding that Schiff debate me. Nothing would make me happier than to be on a stage with that guy debating him in front of a large group of people. I would love to do it. I will go after him. I will dismantle him. So this guy Schiff, and surprise, surprise, he hasn't taken me up on my offer yet to debate. We'll see what happens, but we're going to be doing various things to get him to agree to debate me. I would debate him early and often. I would debate Adam Schiff every day. I would debate him every week. I would debate him every month. Come on, Mr. Schiff. Come on, Mr. Big Player that you think you are. Come on out, okay? Because your road, I know Schiff thinks that he's auditioning to be president, just like this chowderhead Gavin Newsom, just like this baby chowderhead, Eric Garcetti. All of these children, they're really children. They've lived these pampered lives. They went straight from being pampered into politics with basically no diversion in between. They have no idea what it's like to live among the people, and much less any clue about the tremendous suffering so many Americans and so many Californians are going through right now. These poor guys, they all think they're auditioning to be president. Well, Mr. Schiff, I have news for you. You are going to run into a roadblock on your way to be president, and you're looking at him. You're never going to be president. Let's hope you don't become senator. We know Schiff wants that too out here when Dianne Feinstein, retires. Listen, this Schiff, who is so sanctimonious, who is here he's only doing this to help Americans, and for people like you and me, he's just doing it to help people like us who just don't know better, because we're stupid to the Adam Schiffs of the world. We're morons. So he has taken upon himself, as have Newsom, as has Garcetti, to tell us what we must do and to do our jobs for us, because according to them, we just don't know. I mean, according to Schiff, 63 million of us who voted for President Trump, we are all just a bunch of idiots. So Schiff took it upon himself to basically say, I'm going to wipe out those 63 million votes. And as you know, he spent months in the Russia hoax. And oh, by the way, trying to remove the president right then and there from office. Oh, by the way, during that entire time, unbeknownst to you and I, but known to Schiff as chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, there was this little thing called COVID that was growing by leaps and bounds in China. Schiff knew about it. He took us, nonetheless, on a journey through the impeachment hoax. The entire mainstream media was transfixed on it because they want to destroy the president as well. None of us knew a darn thing about it. By the time that impeachment was over, it was only then that we started hearing bits and pieces about COVID, and by then it was all over the place. And I will not let Mr. Schiff ever forget the fact that he actively deep-sixed that from so much of the nation. So here this Schiff is. He's so sanctimonious. He's going to tell us what's right. Yet he never said a word when Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama did the Russian reset, which gave Russia basically the keys to the kingdom. He never said a word when Barack Obama was actively Vladimir Putin's puppet. Barack Obama was scared S-less of Vladimir Putin. He never said a word when we gave tons of our uranium ore to the Russians. This is Schiff, who cares so much about us and who claims that he's protecting us from Russia. He never said a word. In 2014, at the latest, Obama knew the Russians were interfering in our elections. That was 2 years before the president was elected, when nothing was done by our government. This Schiff, who wants to protect us all, He never said a word when Barack Obama entered the Iranian nuclear deal, which was one of these, we will buy peace in our time. Iran will supposedly stop building nuclear weapons for 10 years, but what that deal did was it allowed Iran, after 10 years, in other words, it would have been just a few years down the line now if our great President Trump didn't get us out of the deal, they gave Iran the permission to build those warheads. But before they did, thanks to that deal, which Schiff never said anything about and supported, we gave hundreds of billions of dollars to the Iranians to not only help develop that nuclear program, but to have their satellites all over the world come after us and our allies. Schiff never said a word. Who cares about protecting us? He never said a word when during the Obama administration, ISIS took over a huge chunk of the Middle East, was killing our people, was coming over here and killing our people, was destabilizing Europe with people from all those nations where ISIS was running to Europe. Schiff never said a word. And of course he never said a word when Donald Trump and our great military completely devastated and destroyed ISIS, or at least the caliphate. This is this great and honorable Schiff who claims he's just doing our work. You know, Schiff is an outrage. He is a sociopath. He runs a cover-up factory. He's a national disgrace. I'll be coming back right after this break. www.ericearly.com. I could use all your support. Thank you so much for watching.
How would you like to save up to $500 on your next vacation package? Any vacation package anywhere in the world. Just call Superior Travel and mention the code RADIO and save up to $500. We'll design a custom, fantastic vacation just for you with all the bells and whistles. Not some cookie-cutter vacation, but a unique, all-included vacation customized by one of our exclusive travel experts. And our service is completely free. You pay nothing more. So why waste your time? Let us do it for you. We've got over 100 years of travel experience to help create the perfect trip for you. Call now and learn how to save up to $500 on your next custom vacation. Pick up the phone, call Superior Travel, and use the code word RADIO.
800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. That's 800-570-9631.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet, so make a free call to Page Publishing. Their expert staff can help you turn your book idea into a real book, a masterpiece that could someday make the bestseller list in hard copy and digitally all across the world. Page Publishing can help you completely take your idea for a book, write it, and publish it. So if you want to join the ranks of some of the most famous authors in the world, call now for a free information kit. Turn your book idea into publishing gold. Make a free call right now to Page Publishing.
800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. That's 800-378-3212.
Hey, folks, we're back. Thank you for joining me. Eric Early, I'm the Republican candidate against the worst congressman of our lifetime, Adam Schiff, www.ericearly.com. All of your support. Doesn't matter the size. I've got thousands of small donations from around America, from people like us who just despise my opponent. Every little bit helps. It adds up, and it's what I need to go after that guy who is a darling of Hollywood. And every time he opens his mouth against the president, they just dump more and more money in his coffers. I need your help. I really need your help, and it means a lot. And please put a comment down because I read those comments too. Schiff ran against 20 years ago a great congressman at the time, Jim Rogan. It wasn't John Cox, and Jim gave Schiff the fight of his life, and Schiff has not had a fight like that in 20 years. and we're going to give it to him this time. So, and while Schiff is out there protecting all of us, right, from ourselves, the great and powerful, morally superior Schiff, I'm being facetious, of course, he's never said a word about homelessness. Our district is overrun by homelessness. I talk to the people. I talk to the people living next to these encampments. They're seeing, they see right on their doorways these homeless walk up and poop on their lawns. They see people shooting up in front of them in their neighborhoods. Schiff has never done anything. These homeless are living and dying on our streets. And yet another one of the great ironies of what we're living through right now here in Los Angeles and in California. Not only will you get locked up if you go to that beach behind me today, or at least get cited with a major fine if you go to that beach behind me today, but if you go and steal a car, you're going to be allowed out immediately. Not only are they doing that, not only are they emptying the prisons, but guess what? There are 60,000 or more homeless living on the streets right now in the state of California. They don't social distance. They don't wear masks. They're living on top of each other in 300, 100 years ago, India kind of conditions, squatter conditions, terrible conditions. Newsom and Garcetti have been promising us for years. They've been taxing us for years to get money to do something with the homeless. They've never done anything with the homeless. They're out there. So if you want to go outside today, if you want to talk to your friends, if you want to get some fresh air, if you want to, get up close to people, have a little lunch with people, just move into a homeless encampment. Because that's the only place you're allowed to do that in the state of California right now. So that's his Schiff. He never says anything about the taxes that are killing us out here in the district, the crumbling infrastructure, on and on and on. The poor man is just completely obsessed with the president. And you know what? I blame so much the mainstream media for aiding and abetting Schiff. CNN, you have Anderson Cooper, Don Lemon, the dumbest man on television, Stetler, a complete, he is an evil little troll. Cupp, Carl Bernstein during the, of Watergate fame, during the whole, hoax, the whole Russian hoax. Bernstein's going up there every day. This is worse than Watergate. This is worse. This is the worst thing I ever saw. The country's going. What a joke. Jeff Toobin, the legal analyst on CNN, a complete fool who managed to, I believe, go to Harvard Law School. Let me tell you something. As a practicing attorney, we love to go against people who went to Harvard Law School because they are almost always as pompous and dumb as that guy Jeff Toobin is. Fredo Cuomo, we all know about Fredo. Jake Tapper, who just sits there with his dumb, stupid face every time he lets people just rip into the president. The chairman of CNN, Jeff Zucker, a corrupt SOB. The people who do the cron, the words across the bottom of CNN. I'd love to know their names. One day, just come out, show your faces publicly. Corrupt liars. These people were all and continue to be aider and abettors of Adam Schiff and his effort to remove a great American president. MSNBC, more aiders and abettors. Chris Hayes. Seriously? You want the definition of the word joke? Just look at Chris Hayes. Pathetic human. Rachel Maddow, just, Lawrence O'Donnell, Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough. These people have no compunction to look at all of America, or whoever watches them anymore, and I don't. I can't watch them for more than a minute, and tell us all lies. And what's become what we have got now is this Democrat group that believe they know they're completely biased, and they don't mind being biased, and they don't mind telling falsehoods because they believe they are morally superior to all of us. They are smarter than us, and they have to do what it takes to help us from ourselves. And if that means lying and telling falsehoods to lead to the removal of President Trump from office, they have justified that in their minds because they believe they are doing the best thing for us. I'm a huge supporter of our constitutional rights, absolute supporter of the First Amendment. But this mainstream media has crossed the line. When you have the power that they do to brainwash every American, to get into every American home, and when you, like they do, intentionally misdirect tell falsehoods by omission, meaning only telling part of the story, not the whole story. Flat out lie. When you have violated your First Amendment freedoms that we honor and cherish so much in this country, to destroy a president, then there has to be a way to take legal action to stop them. They have tremendous protections, but there's a way to do it. So when we come back from the break, I'm going to be talking about the great heroes that we now have in California, the patriots who are fighting. www.ericearly.com. I need your support. I really respect and love all of you, and thanks for watching. I'll be back.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member, or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare or private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now for details. Just takes a couple of minutes. Our friendly, knowledgeable agents will give you free, no-obligation information, handle all the insurance paperwork, and make sure your supplies are delivered directly to your door for free.
Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 888-912-1332. 888-912-1332. 888-912-1332. Call right now. 888-912-1332.
For the getaway of your dreams, come to Hawaii's Playground, Ka'anapali Beach Resort, on the fun side of Maui, where the world comes to play. Find your spot on Ka'anapali Beach with 3 miles of white sand, 12 resort properties, 2 golf courses, and 2 shopping centers. Enjoy the playground of Hawaii's ancient royalty. Ka'anapali Beach Resort is Hawaii's original master plan destination resort and home of the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival. With views of 2 neighboring islands, you can breathe in the land's natural beauty from your favorite resort or golf fairway. Come experience Ka'anapali's own special brand of Hawaiian hospitality with world-class dining, relaxing resorts, water sports, and activities of every kind. For romantic, family, and great friend getaways, discover the options of Ka'anapali Beach Resort, where the world comes to play. Plan your getaway today. Visit Ka'anapaliResort.com. That's KAANAPALI Resort.com.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS? News flash, the president has changed the tax laws, and now you may be able to pay the IRS less. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, the tax doctor can help you pay the IRS as little as possible allowed by law. There are new tax laws for business owners, the self-employed, even W-2 workers. If you have a back tax problem or a few years of unfilled returns, new help to save you money is now here. Call right now to see how the new tax laws can help you. Plus, right now, we'll waive the consultation fee and give you a free tax savings report. Attention business owners, the self-employed, and W-2 workers. Make this free call to the tax doctor now and learn how to take advantage of the new tax laws that may help you pay the IRS less.
800-985-1610. 800-985-1610. 800-985-1610. That's 800-985-1610.
Thanks for coming back, folks. Eric Early here, www.ericearly.com, going against the worst congressman of our lifetime, Adam Schiff. Just a couple more things about me. I'm not a politician. Managing partner of a great law firm, nationally recognized law firm, practice all over the country. Got a great job. I'm very blessed. I have an incredible family. I have 2 grown children of my own. I've got a grandson. My fiance, incredible woman who I couldn't do this journey without. She's got 2 grown children. Her oldest is in the Navy right now over in Norfolk, Virginia. I've got a great life. I don't need this political stuff. But you know what? I've been watching what's going on. I got angrier and angrier with this guy, Schiff, so I jumped in. I got fed up, so I stepped up. You know, if I get this job in Congress, the pay cut I'm going to take is beyond sick. But sometimes we have to step up to stop what's going on. It's not only Schiff, it's the creeping socialism that's taking over or that's moving into our country from everywhere. We need more people to step up to help our great president out to stop this mass effort by these psychos on the far left who are doing everything possible to take over our country. And as so many of us know, because we understand history, millions of people will die if these socialists end up taking over and getting back our republic, our democracy. If they ever, God forbid, take over, that would have to be at the point of a gun, because you can't get it back otherwise, and people have said that. And what we know with socialism, and in fact, I've seen it written by some of the leaders who led the communist USSR, you start with socialism and you go right into communism. That's where these clowns want to take us. That's why I stepped up. We cannot allow it to happen. So I've seen some great people coming in today on my Facebook feed. I really appreciate everybody. Randy Economy, my senior advisor. Thanks for coming on, buddy. Matt Snyder, I agree we have to get rid of the write-in ballots. King Newsom has just said we all get write-in ballots. Why do the Democrats want write-in ballots so much, and why are the Republicans so much against it? I'll tell you in a nutshell, and I know so many of us know this. These Democrats are unscrupulous. Where they see a potential for fraud, they will jump right in and they will do whatever they can to defraud us. Whether it's hiding ballots, throwing out ballots, filling out ballots that have been mailed to people who no longer are alive and putting them in, going and doing ballot harvesting, telling ballot people whose doors they knock on how to fill out their ballots, collecting their ballots. If they collect a ballot from somebody who might vote Republican, they won't hand it in. This is why Republicans are up in arms about a pure mail-in system. We've seen already the outrageous effects in California. God forbid that ever goes national, but this is what we're going to be dealing with in this November election coming in. And this is why Republicans are so much against it, and this is why Democrats support it. And of course, these Democrats, they come out and say, we Republicans want to disenfranchise people and not allow them to vote. It's just an outrage. They say the same thing when we say people need to show ID before they cast their ballot. I know everybody watching this agrees with me. That is, it's outrageous. Everybody in the country has ID. Certainly everybody of voting age has ID. And the fact that they don't allow people to vote, they allow people to vote without ID, you know where that could take it, the fraud. So we're about to go into the end of the show here. I want to shout out a call out to all the heroes who are protesting for our rights, our constitutional rights, for the beachgoers who are disregarding these lockups, for the restaurant goers, for the people I call the speakeasy goers who are getting their hair and nails done and everything else, for this great Riverside County sheriff who said that he will not turn innocent people into criminals, while at the same time our prisons are being emptied out. I support law enforcement. I know they're in a bind right now with these orders, but at the end of the day, they're here to uphold the Constitution. I know law enforcement is going to do the right thing. Thanks for joining me. www.ericearly.com. I need your support. I'll see you next week. Same time, same station. Thank you.